Hello, we are here on EMC News at Lone Star Community Radio this fabulous Monday morning / noon, and we are recording live from downtown Conroe. I'm your host, Margie Taylor, and today we're going to talk about various things, as we always do. We always talk about what's going on with the Greater East Montgomery County Chamber, New Caney and Splendora school districts, law enforcement, nonprofits that serve East Montgomery County, local businesses, and you know there's a lot of local businesses coming down into the awesome East Montgomery County Chamber area and the fire departments and all that. But today we're going to focus a lot on the Texas Sawmill Festival, which is happening October 1st this Saturday. So we will have guests that talk about that. We will have Rick Hatcher, who's president of the Greater East Montgomery County Chamber, and Kristen Shanks, who's the upcoming chairman of the board and also chair of the festival. We also have Claire King, who does the marketing for Neighbors, I can't even think of what it's called, Neighbors Emergency Clinic. And of course, she hosts the first half of this show since we've been airing since back in May. So we welcome all of these fabulous guests to hear about what's going on with the upcoming Texas Sawmill Festival. And we even will hear from someone who is driving in, and he is part of the Paul Bunyan show that has been at Epcot in Florida. And we will hear from him a little bit later, about 12:30. He has organized this Texas Lumberjack Championships, and his name is LeCaptain. So we will be hearing shortly from Lee. So before we talk to our guests, I want to tell you a little bit about what's going on in our neck of the woods of Montgomery County. Last week, Splendora High School was burglarized. So police are still investigating this, and you might remember back in August, we had Chief Doerge of Splendora ISD on here with Roman Forest Police Chief Stephen Carlisle talking about police safety and things like that. Well, he is urging anyone with tips to go to the SplendoraISD.org website and report any findings so we can catch these vandals. Windows were broken, and they're thinking that it might be part of a ring of people that are breaking into Houston area schools as well. So the Rachel Challenge Community Rally is Wednesday, October 5th. And what that is, it's an event to promote a safe environment where bullying and violence are replaced with kindness and respect. The event is going to take place a week from Wednesday at 6:30 at Splendora High School Gym with free food and drink. And it's hosted by Rachel Scott. She's an ambassador of kindness. That sounds nice. Previewing videos to start a chain reaction of kindness. Well, we just had the East Montgomery County Fair and Rodeo this last weekend, and I hope some of you were out there supporting the kids from both New Caney and Splendora ISDs. And congratulations to all the teachers, students, parents, and families who work so many long hours to raise this quality livestock and create award-winning crafts and food for the 2016 East Montgomery County Fair. The kids showed off their steer, lambs, goats, swine, rabbits, chickens, horticulture, handcraft, fine arts, and food, and also food divisions. And there's also really nice barbecue out there as well. So that was an annual event. And kudos to the kids that raised some money for scholarships. There's also a new media center at Porter High School, and these centers offer various learning and recreational centers such as 3D printers, green screens, and board games. And this is provided through a grant from the Grant Fairy. Do you remember the Grant Fairy we had on here? Michelle Dykstra, who is with New Caney ISD Educational Foundation. And this foundation assists New Caney schools with resources not provided by the teachers to enhance learning opportunities. The Learning Center, or the Media Center, was obtained through a grant from the New Caney Educational Foundation. National Night Out is coming Tuesday, October 4th. Isn't it kind of weird that October is like this Saturday? You know, I do believe there is a cold front coming too. I'm just throwing that out there along with the rain. But Tuesday, October 4th is National Night Out. And many of our local communities are planning activities. The East Montgomery County Fire Department is having a event at the Splendora location with hot dogs. You can see their apparatus. They will have moonwalks, games. Roman Forest is also having their annual spaghetti supper to raise funds for the fireworks show they put on every year on the 4th of July. Of course, another thing we want to mention is the Academy that just opened. They just had their soft opening, but they will have their grand opening this Friday. So there is stuff going on this week in East Montgomery County. The Academy out there is the very first store that's opened at the Valley Ranch area, which is going to cover 1.5 million square feet, larger than the Woodlands Mall. And it's 1,400-acre community development. So you might want to go out there and check out the Academy. And we have things going on over there at Bull Salas Park, of course, because that's where the Texas Sawmill Festival will be. So that is happening October 1st with lumberjack competition, tractor races. We will have a street dance and lots of vendors. And here's the best part. It's all free. Free to park, free to come in. And where can you go and get all this entertainment? Well, Saturday at Bull Salas Park. Monday, October 3rd is the 13th annual Luncheon and Style Show to benefit Mission Northeast. And we have also had Mission Northeast on here. Pam Dixon has been on the show before, and she has the nonprofit that provides many services to nearly 20,000 individuals annually with food, clothing, job assistance, housewares, utility assistance, holiday food baskets. So if you could support her and the Mission Northeast, October 3rd, the tickets are $50 and available by calling 281-354-1200. So a week from Wednesday is the monthly luncheon at the MCED building put on by the Greater East Montgomery County Chamber. And Noel Cardenas, who's the Vice President of Operations for Memorial Hermann Northeast, will be there. And you can sign up for lunch on the website or by calling the Greater East Montgomery County Chamber. The Chamber puts on a fabulous lunch once a month, the first Wednesday of every month. It is unique to Montgomery County. They get 100, 125, 150 people there, and it is always fabulous speakers. You do not need to be a chamber member to attend, but you can come as a guest, check it out, and see what we have going on. So again, that's Wednesday, October 5th. October 8th is Heavy Trash Day, and that is going to be from 8 to 2 p.m. at several locations. The Community Development Center in Splendora, the Precinct 4 office off Roberts Road, the 1314 Fire Station, which is the Porter Fire Station, and the Old Grangerland Community Building. They will take any furnitures, boats, motorized equipment, exercise equipment, appliances. So this is the opportunity to clean out your garage with that cooler weather that's coming out. You want to do all these things now. And the really neat thing that you need to think about is it's a good time because not only cooler weather, but before you get into the holiday season, get rid of all the other stuff you don't need. You know, we have, of course, Halloween, October, and after Halloween, I'm sorry, but it's all over. We have Thanksgiving, we have Christmas. So now, get rid of all the stuff that's hanging out in your garage. So again, that's October 8th is Heavy Trash Day. If you want more information, you can talk to Marie Moore, who's the Precinct 4 Administrator, at 936-760-6998. And lastly, I have been asked to mention that the Light the Night kickoff dinner is October 15th at the Westin in the Woodlands. And this is for all of Montgomery County. This is an annual event, and the pre-party and social event benefits the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society and precedes the Light the Night walk that usually starts at Market Street with balloons and all of that. So I am Margie Taylor. This is EMC News, and this is an hour-long talk show every Monday from noon to 1. We will be right back speaking with my guests about the Texas Sawmill Festival, and we'll check right back.
EMC News, your local news from EMC every Monday at noon on Lone Star Community Radio. You're listening to EMC News on Lone Star Community Radio.
Hello, I'm Margie Taylor, and we are back on EMC News, broadcasting live from downtown Conroe at Lone Star Community Radio, which is soon to also go FM very, very soon, also on the cable TV. So we're going to get you out there a lot. So I'm always looking for guests and sponsors. So speaking of sponsors, I also have someone with me, Claire King, who's with Neighbors Emergency Clinic, and she is also going to be participating in the Texas Sawmill Festival. I have Rick Hatcher, who's the president of the Greater East Montgomery County Chamber, and Christian, my mind just went blank. Shank, sorry. Christian Shank, who will be the upcoming chairman of the board, and he's chairing the Texas Sawmill Festival. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Morning, Margie.
Hey, so lots of exciting things this week. This is a fun-packed week coming up. No pressure or anything, but we have it going on here in Greater East Montgomery County. So, Claire, tell me about what your part is of the festival. What are you going to be doing?
Well, we are going to be one of the vendors, so sponsors. We're sponsoring it, so we're going to be out there with a booth, giving away materials, little hand sanitizers, first aid kits, and maybe a surprise giveaway. So y'all need to come by and check it out. Really excited because this year is the first annual where they're doing the chainsaw with it. So I almost signed up just so I could see that and be front row for that. That's going to be incredible.
Chainsaw, axe throwing, log rolling.
Well, and I'm
that.
getting it. It's called the Lumberjack, but I keep on calling it the Chainsaw Festival. They're like, Claire, okay, we've already
sounds
got
kind of scary.
Well, and they're like,
that's a whole different show.
Well, it's like it's not the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, that's kind of the Halloween thing. We're not doing that right now.
It's going to be the Lumberjack Championships.
We don't want to scare the kids away.
Yeah, because I said that to somebody.
Or maybe that'll bring them. I don't know.
They're like, or are you thinking maybe lumberjacks? And I was like, yeah, probably lumberjacks over the chainsaws. That probably sounds a little bit better.
Yes. You know, it's funny. When you say lumberjacks, I think of like Pendleton shirts, the flannels with the red and black check. I don't know why, but I think of that like we wear those all the time.
There'll probably be a few of those out there.
Yeah, there probably
there will be.
If there's not, I'm going to be disappointed because I'm going to be rocking some flannels. So there you go.
Okay, we hope for that cold front coming in. So we also have Rick. Aren't you excited, Rick?
Yes, I mean, there's some great things that's going to be happening this week. We are in preparation right now as we deal with making sure that everybody in this entire area, including Houston, knows about what's going on in East Montgomery County at the Texas Sawmill Festival and the Texas Lumberjack Championships. It's going to be a great week.
Well, and it's from 10 in the morning till 10 at night, and there's so much to see and do. And you have a schedule of different events, Christian, of what's going to happen out there?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we've, like I said, the gates open up at 10. Throughout the day, we've got lots of things going on. There's kids, pedal tractor races. Of course, we've got all the vendors that are going to be set up.
Tell me about these tractor races.
Well, you know, the kind of the older metal push pedal type tractors for kids. You're not out plowing with these, but so we've got them set up in the covered pavilion. It's an area that's got a slab floor to it, and Lansdowne Moody graciously donated 4 of these tractors. And we're going to have them set up for the kids to race. And it's you don't have to win, actually. What we're going to end up doing is every kid that participates in these races get entered in for a drawing, and then we're going to be able to give away all 4 of those tractors.
That's cool.
At the end of the day.
And what are the age of the kids that can participate in this?
It'll go up to about 12.
Okay.
So if you can reach
under.
the pedals to up to about 12.
Then you're game to play.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So what time should people come out if they wanted to participate in that? Of course, they should be there all day, but I'm just saying.
Sure. Yeah, like I said, the gates open at 10. Really, the Texas Lumberjack Championships, the actual kind of main entertainment for the show, if you will, is going to start around 2. And so if people are looking for a good time to come out, you come out mid-afternoon and just plan on staying the rest of the day.
We have Kids Zone, which is also a lot of bounce houses and a lot of other activities for those kids to enjoy, with a petting zoo. There's the fire departments will be there on site to show some of the things that they do.
Some of their apparatus,
and teach them some educational things about how to escape a fire and how to survive in a situation that may occur. And a lot of kids get hurt because they don't really know what to do, but the fire departments are there to help us, and we can really appreciate all the things that they do. So the kids are going to have a lot of things to do while we're out there, but the parents will be there to be able to look at some of the vendors and enjoy some of the things that are going. There's all kinds of things. We'll talk more about it as we go.
Well, there's historical things too, right? I mean,
That's
they
correct.
do the historical stuff. So, of course, we have Neighbors Emergency Center that it's going to be there. So, in case anything should happen.
In case anything happens, go to Neighbors. Right
Yes,
down the
right,
road,
right,
so
right, right down the road.
can easily
Easy,
locate it.
convenient. Tell me a little bit about Neighbors. What about your facility?
Well, Neighbors was started back in 2008. We are a freestanding ER, and so what that means is basically we can do everything a traditional hospital ER can do, just without the hospital actually attached. So that means we've got short wait times. You can, be seeing the triage. Usually, I give it about 30 minutes where you're back in, seeing the doctor, and out the door. I mean, that's what it was for me.
That's fabulous.
No, it's fantastic, and it's a true ER. So if
and we had a firefighter from East Montgomery County who went in there with a lot of stomach pain and doubled over. And he went in there to Neighbors Clinic, and within 30 minutes, he was then taken by ambulance to the hospial there.
Yes, and that's what's nice is that we can treat
in Humble for an
transfer-
appendicitis.
Absolutely.
And within an hour, he already had the surgery. So, I mean, that was a big,
it's
wonderful
really helpful
thing.
because if you come to us, we can already get you. It's your step above after you come to us, and if you do have to get transferred out, you're already in the system. So you kind of skip the wait time at the actual hospital too if you come to us, because then we'll transfer you out and they'll get you right in because they've already got all your
that was a
information,
great story.
vitals, everything that's going on.
He was up walking around by 6 o'clock.
No, and it's nice, and it's
I know, but he's a firefighter.
Well, and it's one of those things where it's like I don't ever want to see anybody, but
Yeah.
we're there in case you need us. So we are open 24/7, 365. And so basically 8 doctors founded us in 2008 saying, there's got to be a better way dealing with emergency room health care. I mean, we're just in there for 2 seconds, and they really want to focus back on patient care, patient involvement, letting them know, because you're already freaked out in an emergency.
True.
And then a doctor comes in spitting all these words at you, and you're like,
Stop.
What does this even mean?
Right.
Like, zygomatic what? Just say cheekbone. Come on. Like, one of those things. So, and that's what our doctors do is they focus on, speaking to you like a real person and treating you, the way a patient would like to be treated.
Well, that's exciting, and I'm glad you're part of the Texas Sawmill
yeah.
Festival because, I do believe in your clinic that you have there.
Thank you.
So another exciting thing that we have going on, and Rick, you can tell us a little bit about this. What's happening at 5 a.m. on Wednesday?
Thanks to Margie Taylor and the committees that have met over the Sawmill Festival, we reached out to the media in Houston, and come early morning on Wednesday, Channel 11 will be on site with their news reporter that you see every day, Sherry Williams, and she's really excited about what we are going to do.
She's very excited.
And she is just so much fun to be around, and we're going to be on that show that morning to be able to tell everybody in Houston what's going on with the Texas Sawmill Festival and the Texas Lumberjack Championships. We have some of our high schools that will be there with drill teams and bands. And
it'll be exciting at 5 a.m.
Our members, it's going to be great.
Everybody needs to come out. If they want to be on TV and see all this
gonna be there.
preview of what's happening, I mean, we love the crowd. They want people there, so it can show our enthusiasm.
And we'll get Sherry involved in possibly throwing a few axes.
That would be nice.
That's going to be fun to
and
watch.
maybe you can throw one too.
Maybe so.
Maybe Christian can throw one.
Maybe Christian can catch one.
have an axe off.
I don't know about that. Yeah, we'll see. So we have that going on Wednesday at 5 a.m. And then we also will be televised Friday. Correct?
That is right. Channel 2 will be out on Friday, starting in the early morning, just before noon, and then they will be taping some segments that will go on air in their 4:30 to 5 p.m. Time frame. And it's going to be a great fun, too, because I think it's Chip.
Chip Brewster, yes.
Yeah, Chip Brewster will be out there, and we'll give him a little taste of the axe throw and some log rolling if they want to be involved.
I don't think I'll
like
tell him that, right?
So
we'll let him know when he
Yeah,
shows up.
he'll have a lot of
It'll
fun.
be more
He's
spontaneous.
a field reporter. He gets it.
Yeah,
He'll have a lot of
yeah.
fun. He'll be good. And Claire's going to be there Wednesday morning.
Maybe Claire will do
Absolutely.
that too.
Hey, don't ever dare me to do anything. That's
hey,
what's nice
girl,
about working
I
at
got you on
emergency
that one.
centers that they already know me when I have to stop in from doing all my crazy shenanigans. So
I totally get that. take up on any dare. So we've also got some things going on with some nonprofits too, right? There's some alliances and Project Graduation and all of that. Tell me about that, Christian.
Yeah, we when you get these festivals, a lot of times you'll have vendors come in, food vendors, and they come from all over. And so we were really trying to see how could we still provide that same level of experience, but try to keep as much money in our community as we could. And so Rick had the idea that we'd get local restaurants to partner up with local nonprofits, and they can figure out how they split the proceeds and things like that. But that way we're not only benefiting local businesses and members of the chamber, but also helping out local nonprofits. And so we've got Longhorn Steakhouse is working with the Mission and Ham. Fishtails is working with the New Caney Education Foundation. There's a couple other restaurants that are going to be there. We're going to be having hot dogs for the kids, things like that. And all that money is going to be able to go back and benefit those nonprofits that are in our community. We've also got, through some of the sponsors like Sam's, Costco, Lowe's, Academy, Trinity Armory, that they are donating some bigger ticket items. Trinity Armory is putting in an AR-15. We got a large 40-inch 4K TV, a compound or a crossbow with a Yeti cooler. Some larger items.
Nice.
That are going to be raffled off.
Nice.
And the proceeds from that are going to be able to go and benefit the area as well. And so there's a lot of moving parts, but we're trying to keep the community involved as much as possible.
And that's the nice thing, is that it's a community event for the community. So it benefits all of us out here.
Absolutely.
And it's a free event, but there's lots of really cool things to do. So when we come back in a few minutes, we will speak with LeCaptain, who is traveling in, and he is the main one that has coordinated a lot of these participants for the Texas Sawmill Championship, Lumberjack Championships. And he's with the Paul Bunyan Show from Epcot in Florida. So we will be right back to hear what Lee has to say and a little bit more about the participants in just a few minutes. I am Margie Taylor, and this is EMC News at Lone Star Community Radio.
Stay tuned to the EMC News Hour with your host, Margie Taylor.
Animals of all shapes and sizes are welcomed at Big Thicket Vet in New Caney with vet services like extensive health exams, vaccinations, heartworm, tick, flea prevention, along with experienced and trustworthy emergency and urgent care. For more information on Big Thicket Vet in New Caney, visit bigthicketvetnc.com or locally at 18403 FM 1485 in New Caney, Texas.
Stay tuned to the EMC News Hour with your host, Margie Taylor.
Hello, this is Margie Taylor, and we are back on EMC News, recording live from downtown Conroe at Lone Star Community Radio. And we are connecting with LeCaptain, and he is traveling in here to go to the Texas Sawmill Festival. It's happening Saturday. He also is with the Paul Bunyan Lumberjack Show. Hey, Lee, how's it going?
Oh, I am telling you, we are so pumped, so excited to come into New Caney. We have some of the best lumberjacks. It's been on our Facebook page. They've been buzzing about it, and I think it's going to be something awesome for you folks and for us, too.
So tell me how you got involved in this, in what we're doing here in New Caney.
Rick got a hold of us about 2 or 3 years ago, and he wanted to do something for the Sawmill Festival, and we said, yeah, and we kind of hit it off, struck a good relationship, and we came in last year. It was a little warm, but was very successful.
It was very warm.
We stepped up the ante.
So how did you recruit people to get involved, and how many people do you have coming that are going to participate?
Well, I grew up in lumberjack sports. I doing it when I was 8 years old, and went through all the ranks and won some world championship titles, and it's almost kind of like the NASCAR circuit. You know the guys that are good in it, they know you, and you know the older ones that kind of paved the way. You get a camaraderie that's there. And we do the Paul Bunyan Lumberjack Show that tours all over the world, And so we also produce competitions. And when Rick called me, he's, we'd like to do a show and then maybe boost it up. And that's kind of what happened. The lumberjacks that are coming here, what I'm really excited about is there's some of the guys that you see on ESPN. But they are the youth, the newcomers, the good ones that are going to be up. These are the brand new lumberjacks that are going to move the generation to the next level, to the highest. Every year, they get stronger and stronger competitions because there's better and better athletes that come in. It's just like any other sport.
Wow. So have some of these guys done this, then, what you're saying, for generations? It's been in their family?
Oh,
possibly?
yeah. Well, for example, my son, the first time he was throwing axe, we did a thing for a show called, I want to say it was Real People or AM/PM magazine way back when, and he was 3 years old throwing axes with the world's youngest axe thrower at the age of 3. He's going to be there. And you got other guys that have grew up in the sport that they're going to be there. We've got a current world champion in axe throwing that just won the world championships that's coming there to throw axes with these guys. And I'll tell you what, you got 9 competitors that want to knock him off his throne right now.
So we have 9 competitors coming out to do axe throwing and various other activities. So where are they coming from?
They're coming from West Virginia. They're coming from Florida, South Florida. They're coming from upstate New York. They're coming from Vermont. All over the country, from the south and the north and the east and the west.
So you're enticing them to come out here to win possibly $25,000 cumulative purse.
Well, this is what we're trying to do. Is we want the Texas State Lumberjack Championships to be the biggest, the baddest championships in the country.
And this is the first time, right? This is the first time it's been out here in this area?
Yes, and we want nothing but the cream of the crop to come in. And next year, we're working on doing a few other competitions. But in order to even get to Texas, you're going to have to qualify. And all these lumberjacks you see are going to be clamoring to come to Texas.
So did they have to? Did they have to become eligible before they come here this Saturday?
No, we handpicked the cream of the crop for this first competition. But it's a definite competition. The purse is there, everything's there. If they don't make money, they're a little upset. So this is serious business to them. This is how they make their living.
That's awesome. I think it's going to be very exciting. Are you excited?
I'm telling you, there's wood chopping, there's axe throwing, there's the hot chainsaws with the big pipes that are going. We're doing log rolling. That's going to be there. Log rolling on the ground, a little chainsaw carving, 1-man crosscut sawing, 2-man crosscut sawing. All different types of activities. It's kind of like almost like a rodeo. There's not just one event. If you don't like one, wait a second, because there's a new one coming up that might just really appeal to you. You just can't blink because it's so fast, so quick, and so exciting.
Well, it's exciting because we don't have anything like this, similar to this, that we could go to. This is going to be very unique, not only to our area, but the Houston area. I mean, the greater Houston area. There's not another competition or anything like this around. So this is going to be a fabulous thing to see. Anything else you want to share with us? Any surprises?
Well, there's a few little surprises in there. I might even, dust off the old axe and get into some of the competition myself to keep them boys honest.
That sounds good.
That'll be kind of fun. Well, I what happened. It was kind of my son and I. We saw a lot together. Of course, he's got his regular sawing partner coming in, but I sawed with him in a competition earlier this spring and went into the deal, and we ended up beating the world record holders in the crosscut sawing, which was really kind of cool.
World record holders.
And when I haven't did it for so many years, but I'm not going to say it was my skills. It was my son's skills that I hung on to the saw, and he pulled me through it. These guys are incredible.
And what is your son's name?
His name is LeCaptain.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you guys were both here last time, right? I met you
What's
there.
That?
You were at the show last year in June.
We were here last year in June, and like I said, it was a little warm, but it was very successful, very well received. And I got to tell you something else too about your little community there in New Caney. with Rick and Christian and the people that have been associated with us. Your hospitality there is second to none. And,
we like hearing that. Thank you.
I'm not just saying it; it's true. We are treated such first class. We do a lot of other things around the country. We're treated nice, but for some reason, you guys seem to pick it up a notch and really take care of us well.
It's Texas. That's how we do it.
And that's right. That's right. And I've been promised by Christian to have some world famous barbecue, and I'm going to tell Christian, if you're on his line, Christian, if you don't bring that barbecue, you got 9 hungry lumberjacks with axes that are going to be hunting you down.
Yeah, that doesn't sound so good. Well, we look forward to this, and of course, Wednesday we were talking that we have one of the local TV stations coming out there early in the morning, so I'm sure you will be joining us for some of the things that you guys do and some demonstrations. And then we're going to play it again on Friday with another station, so we're going to try to get this out to as many people publicly that know about this so we can spread the word and make it not only fabulous this year, but take it up, like you said, the next notch the next year, the following year, and get more people that want to compete and see this and come to New Caney. So have I left out anything, Lee? Christian?
Well, the only thing that I would say that's really going to be nice is these other competitions start, which they look like they really want to follow suit with what you're going. All these competitions are going to promote to come to you. It's almost like the Daytona 500. And this is what we're trying to build it to. If you want to get to this thing, you got to qualify to get here. And everybody wants to play with the big boys, and we're trying to turn you guys into the big boys of the competitions.
That's awesome.
Hey, Lee, this Christian, how many spectators do y'all usually see at some of these bigger competitions around the country?
Well, the ones that have been established, Hayward, Wisconsin, over the weekend, they'll get 35,000, 40,000 people that'll go there for the 3 days. You have some of the competitions, they get only between 4,000 and 5,000 people. But you have a demographics like nobody else has. That's the thing that's really cool. Yeah. And you're right on the edge of the timber belt. Mm-hmm. You know, you're right in the area there. Texas is one of the top 5 timber producing states in the country, I believe, you know, right along that eastern coastline up and down there.
Yes,
and so you're going to draw people that are going to come into this event. And I have a feeling they're not only going to come from Houston. I could see them coming as far as, you know, from Dallas, Texas, from Shreveport, Louisiana, to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, even San Antonio. I could see people coming in from all over the country to see this. And it's, you know, it'd be something for us really special, the one way they can see it.
And most people have to pay to go to these championships, right? To go to these events and see these things in other parts of the country.
Yeah, many cases they pay a lot of money to go and see these.
So having it free, you know, that's even more spectacular because you can come see all these people and what they're doing. Something very unique.
For this year, Margie, it is a free event, and eventually, of course, with the demand that's going to be there, we're going to be able to charge for the 3 or 4 hours of great family entertainment that's going to be there. But we want to make sure that people understand what is happening with the Lumberjack Championships, and Lee has graciously come in and helped us get this thing going. And for this year, it's going to be free, but eventually, it's going to be a big fundraiser for the entire area.
Well, we're very excited, Lee, and very appreciative of not only your time
I didn't even know it was free.
Oh, well, it's not. No,
wow.
No, it is. Yeah, but I wanted to really take the time to thank you. I know you're driving in and you're in Memphis right now, and you took the time to talk to us on the show and come out a little early to help set things up and organize and, do some more broadcasting and that. So thank you for helping us promote this, and we are very glad ecstatic, as a matter of fact, that you are helping to coordinate all these competitors from other places of the United States to come out here to New Caney, Texas. So
thank you. And I would like to say, if anybody would like to see a little bit of what the competitions are about, you can check the Paul Bunyan Lumberjack Show fan page. There's a lot of stuff that they can see what we do around the country. Also, Lumberjack Sports Connection on Facebook. Those are 2 great things to go to. And if you just want to go to our website, go to Paul Bunyan Lumberjack Show. It's lumberjackent.com, and you can see all the activities and the type of people that are coming in.
Thank you. Thanks, Lee. We appreciate it. So we are going to take another little break. I'm Margie Taylor. This is EMC News, and we will be right back.
Check out EMC News on Facebook. Like us to see more about coming shows and guests.
Hello, I'm Margie Taylor, and we are on EMC News. If you want to be a guest, you want to sponsor the show, go to our Facebook page, which is EMC News, or you can go to IR/Lone Star/EMC, and you can see the podcasts of all the previous shows. It's also on the Greater East Montgomery County Chamber homepage. So next week we're going to have Craig Doyle on here, county judge, and talk about everything that's going on in his world, which I'm sure is immense. But that will be after the Texas Sawmill Festival, which is this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And we just had LeCaptain on here speaking on his way in from Memphis. And he is very excited. He has helped to coordinate the many competitors. And it's going to be a fabulous event. So what else is going on, Rick? What have I left out?
You haven't left out too much. I can tell you this, that I have followed LeCaptain around the country as he has performed at Las Vegas this year. He's been in Baltimore. He's been in Wisconsin. Wow. He has been in Florida. He has been all over the country with what they do, and it's a pretty popular show. So I can tell you, it's going to be a great performer. It's going to be a great time, especially with the competitions, because these guys are trying for serious money in each one of the events that are there. And I think there's 12 or 14 different events that we will be staging out there at Bull Salas Park on Saturday, October 1st, and you want to come out and see some of the things that are happening there. One of the other things that we're scheduling right now is there's a gentleman by the name of Doug Moreland and the Flying Armadillos.
What is that?
They are a Texas swing band that is also a chainsaw carver.
Oh.
So he will be putting on a few demonstrations with chainsaw carving as well as playing with three-piece Texas swing band, so that should be good as well. Service Master has lent us Mark Linneberry, who is a well-known disc jockey or DJ for the particular area of Kingwood. And he's going to be out there filling in between the times that are there. And Service Master does such a great job for our area and what they do. Mark has really put a lot of time and effort into the Texas Sawmill Festival, and it is going to be a great day with a lot of music, fun, good food, kids' things to do, and watching chainsaw carving. And we'll have those great raffle prizes that Christian had mentioned earlier from our local vendors. I mean, if you come out there and you are looking at the possibility of winning a crossbow and a Yeti, and it costs you $5 to do it, and you win that, that's a great deal, don't you think? I mean, you've got...
Yeah, I don't know what I would do with a crossbow. I don't know. That could be really interesting.
Yeah.
Shoot to win.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's so many great things that are going to be occurring out there. It's going to be such fun. And Christian had mentioned that the kids will have hot dogs out there, and those are being provided by Walgreens and Martin Chevrolet and Dodge Jeep Ram Chrysler is providing the trailer for us to be able to use that. There are just so many businesses and organizations that are coming together to make this happen. Otherwise, we couldn't do it. We couldn't do this without the help of MCED. MCED has been a great help for our community, and they use those tax...
East Montgomery County Improvement
District. That's correct. East Montgomery County Improvement District has done a lot of things for that particular area with the tax money that is generated through economic development. They do such fabulous things for the area that a lot of other areas in Texas just do not have something like this, and it's been a great thing for New Caney, Porter, and its Grangerland, Splendora, and the Kingwood area. So they are really a big help for us, and we couldn't do it without their help.
And the Precinct 4 Commissioner's Office, Jim Clark, has been
absolutely
exceptional, helping us get all this stuff going for sure.
And we're having a beer wine garden as well over there by where the competition will be.
And that's being set up by Scapes Environmental, so that should be a great time. And then Lone Star RV Parks is helping us out with things because it seems as though Angie with Lone Star RV parks, is an expert with wine. She does it every year with the Houston Rodeo. So we're going to have a great time while we're there.
Something for everyone.
Yes.
So I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm very excited.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is going to be a really busy week.
I didn't realize there was going to be a world champion for the axe throwing that's going to be out there. That's amazing.
I believe we've got the current
world
axe
champion.
thrower, the current collegiate all-around
That's
world champion,
incredible.
and then I believe 3 of the other competitors are previous world champions.
Well, and then like Lee was saying, all these guys are coming out. They're competitors, so they're in the circuit right now competing, and they're going to come out to try to. They want that title.
Yes.
So they want.
They want the title. They want the money. They want all of that.
I mean, that's incredible.
Yes.
A world championship
So
here.
this is really
in New
exciting.
Caney.
I know,
it's a
in
big
New
deal.
Caney.
And they
Yes.
want the title associated with Texas because this is the first, the only Texas Lumberjack Championships, and if they are the very first champion for that, that's a big deal.
That's a big deal to be the first one.
Yeah, that's a big deal, and to be a Texas champion in anything is a big deal.
Well, you
So-
just throw Texas behind it, and it just sounds so
So
much better.
can people still get involved in some way with volunteering or providing money or anything like that, Rick?
Sponsorships right now we are accepting, and quite frankly, those are $1,000 and $500. We tried to make our sponsorships affordable to most companies and businesses that are in the area, and a lot of times, many organizations are going to go out and ask you for a $5,000 or $10,000 sponsorship. That is just not feasible in this day and time, and we knew that. So when we went out and we talked to our businesses, we said, "Look, could you afford to do $1,000?" To every single person I went and talked to in the businesses that are there, they said, that's the smartest thing I think I've ever heard. We're going to get involved with
Make
something
it low
like
and
that.
get more.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. I love that strategy.
I think
so
we're up close to 30.
really,
Yeah.
Yes.
wow. And that actually pays in for the purse money, right? For the championships. That's the award
the purse money and a lot of other
And a
organization
lot of other
things that
things.
we're not
Well, to put
trying
on
to
the event.
we're not trying to profit so much this year as much as we get people used to the idea that this is the Texas Lumberjack Championships associated with the Texas Sawmill Festival.
Right.
And if we can get people excited about that and get the word out into Houston and some other areas, this is going to be just like the World Championships up in Hayward, Wisconsin that Lee referred to, where they have 45 to 60,000 people there.
I keep
Exciting.
telling people that that this is the kind of competition that you can see on TV. The only difference is you come out to this at the Texas Lumberjack Championships. Who knows, next year, year before, after that, you may end up being on TV
That's awesome.
at the Lumberjack competition.
And you want to get there early, too, Margie, because the seating that we have this year is somewhat limited. So you want to get your best seats as you possibly
And we
can.
also have tickets for the show. Aren't we going to be giving away some tickets
Yes.
to come out there? I think we're going to have like 50 tickets. So you listen in on Lone Star Community Radio, and you can win additional tickets to come out there and get your seating.
Yeah, I think the station's going to let us put some here, and they can come by and pick some up.
Okay. Well, I know I'm excited. I love festivals, and October, November. This is the festival
weather's
season.
starting to get better.
And
It's nice.
yes, we're holding that thought that the weather is perfect. It usually doesn't rain on that date either, so it's a good time to come out there, bring the family, eat some food, buy some raffle tickets.
Margie, let me throw in there too. That
Yes.
you come out of course for the Texas Lumberjack Championships, but then make sure they stay for the dance that we're having afterwards.
The street
Just
dance.
a big,
Yes.
family-friendly community dance. We've got the band and the DJ going to be there. It should be just a good day all around.
Make new friends. Bring old
Absolutely.
friends with
Absolutely.
you.
Well, and check out the community because we're growing so fast, too, that you can see some new vendors that are in town stores. Like we were talking earlier about the town center. I mean, the greater East Montgomery
Valley
area
Ranch.
is exploding, and you want to get on now, so
That's
you
right.
can see it.
So this has been a fabulous show,
I think so.
and we are really looking forward to the Texas Sawmill Festival. You heard a little bit from LeCaptain, who's with the Paul Bunyan Lumberjack Show, and we will have this podcast already later in the day on Wednesday that we will put on the social media sites so that everybody can see this. And again, my guest next week will be County Judge Craig Doyle. And this segment of the show is sponsored by Big Thicket Veterinary Clinic in New Caney that takes care of all your large animals or small animals. And yes, they do house calls. I am Margie Taylor, your host for EMC News. Give me a call, 936-828-6881. We'll see you next Monday.
Thanks for checking out this production on Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's radio station. For more information on this show and other shows on Lone Star, check us out online at irlonestar.com. If you're interested in sponsoring a program on Lone Star Community Radio and reaching the local audience of Montgomery County on FM, internet, and TV media, please call 936-647-5747 or contact us online at irlonestar.com. This recording is a Lone Star Community Radio production, produced by the show host and Dick Schisler of Lone Star Community Radio. Interested in volunteering as a music DJ or starting your own talk show? Contact Dick Schisler at dick@irlonestar.com or by phone at 936-647-5747.